Evie, what are you doing? What the?
Keep going until you reach the last card. Now we'll put all the cards together at the top with a binding clip. Let's check out a flip book.
Hi Gabby, what's up? How are you? We're making some strawberry jam rolls. Thank you for being here. You good, baby? And thank you for subbing. That's so awesome. Absolute legend. I know. They're so good. I only made these once before, but they were a hit. So after I cut the tops off of the strawberries, I like to actually take the inside out. Because here, watch, let me show you on this one. They have this little green part in here. It's kind of hard and kind of bitter. So on like big strawberries that aren't fully ripe, because when they're really big, they're not gonna get all the way ripe on the inside by the time they start getting mushy on the outside. So you wanna get that part out of there. Smaller ones, it's really not as prevalent, but it can still be a thing. Just get them all out of there. No, it's fine. Who are these little guys? We're making some strawberry jam rolls. They're like cinnamon rolls, kind of, but just without cinnamon and strawberry flavored. And then I'm gonna also make a cream cheese frosting to go on top of them. Hi Bianca, what's up? So I'm just gonna quarter these guys up. Throw them in a bowl for now. And on these really big ones, I'm actually gonna try to cut them in. Let's see, 8 pieces. Look at this. Little triangles. Gotta taste the food, people. When you're cooking, you gotta taste the food. Whether it be pasta, pizza, chicken parmesan, friggin' porridge, potbelly pig roast. I don't know. Anything, you gotta taste the food. These strawberries are good. Evie, get down. Okay, so we're gonna quarter these up, then we're gonna start on the dough. And we're gonna make a yeast dough. Yeah. Ah. Whatever. Good enough, because we're just gonna cook these down into a jam anyways. Oh, and we're also gonna save some chunks. So let me get a secondary bowl. Hot, dude. There's a fucking fly in here. I'm gonna have to go actually on extermination duty. Sitting on this piece. Alright. Bro. Alright, well, we got that problem taken care of. I don't know if he actually landed on these or not, but there's really not much I can do about that. We're actually going to want these even smaller than this. What, baby? I'm Dada, not Mama. Okay. I actually need these even smaller than this. So. Hold on, baby cakes. I'll be with you in a second. be good over here, okay? So I'm going to chop these down a little bit more until they're actually kind of tiny. There's a little piece of leaf in there, had to take out. Okay, so these are pretty, whoa, you okay, honey? Those are pretty small, about pea-sized, a little bit bigger. That should be good though. We're gonna incorporate that kind of into the dough at a later time. All of that in there. Okay. Okay, sorry, I was getting a call. I totally messed up the stream. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna take these both and set them aside, but that other one, we're gonna take some plastic wrap. Oh shoot, you okay? Just ran over my baby a little bit. She's fine though. Okay. Take some plastic wrap. Cover this bad boy up. Dude, you need to be careful. You know what? Just take that. Come over here. Throw this in here. Here.
Okay, squirt the glue with me. Squirt some here, quiver, and here. There. Now I'll take a picture on the phone. There. But how do we make the puzzle part?
It's puzzling, I know. First, draw puzzle pieces all together. Use the grip to make puzzle pieces.
Wow.
Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So puzzle pieces have lots of short lines and curves. It's starting to look like a puzzle.
Indeed. Now, cut the puzzle pieces out.
I'll cut these out. I'll cut these out.
Okay. Alright.
Thanks, Captain Paper.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marty. You're welcome. That's what friends are for. Sticky. We need to make a new costume before the show starts. We have to go. Bye, Captain Paper. Bye-bye. Bye, Erin. Bye, Tiffany.
Alright, so we're gonna get our yeast going for our dough. And for this recipe, I'm gonna use 3 teaspoons, the smaller one, of yeast.
We need to make a Tiffany new costume. First Tiffany, then make a costume. On our way.
Okay. And then 3 teaspoons, so the same exact amount of sugar. And you'll always do this no matter what the amount of yeast you're using is. You'll put the same amount of sugar. At least this is the way I do it. Who knows what's really the right, correct way? I don't know. This is how I do it. It works really good. You'll see. This is just part of it though, and then I'm like just shake it all together really good like this to just get it mixed in really good together. See like that. Alright. Take that. Just like that.
First, we lay the t-shirt down flat. Then add some hard
Okay. Now I'm gonna get this water hot, but not too hot where I can't actually keep my finger in it. I can keep my finger in it, but like it's hot, like I could kind of barely keep it in there. Like too hot right there. So it's just right on the verge of too hot for my finger. I could just hold it in there for like 5-10 seconds and it gets really hot. That's perfect. Then I'm gonna fill up 1 1/4 cup.
Would you please help us out with this?
1 1/4 cup. And you want this pretty exact, otherwise the dough's gonna be way too wet. So that's right on the money right there.
You are welcome. Oh, and thank you, Marty and Vicky.
It's a little on the cold side, what I would want, but it should be alright. So I'm just gonna pour it in there, just not really mess with it, just let it do its thing. Can you see that? I want you to be able to see this. Okay.
Don't forget your costume.
Because this is gonna rise. I'll turn this actually back up a little. Right about there, okay. Because this is gonna rise and you're gonna be able to see this actually happen. It's gonna like bloom up all crazy. All right, see, look, it's happening. See how all that is just grew, and it's just going to continue to grow. So when this happens, this is how you know your yeast is activating and it's alive and it's going to work and everything. Okay. it's alive, it's working. I could probably prop this up so that you can see it while it does it. I'm just gonna use a little strawberry chunk to prop this up. Watch this, it's gonna work perfect. Whatever. Voila! Keep that out of your mouth. Okay. Now we'll get the rest of the ingredients for that, which is flour. And you know what? I'm just gonna have to put this down. Refill the flour. Sorry about that. Alright, this is nice and foamy. I would have liked it to maybe be a little bit better than that. But this will get the job done. Okay. 3 cups of flour. There's 1, 2, 3, and then 3/4. So we'll do a half and a quarter. So that's 3 3/4 cups of flour total. Okay. We're gonna still need this flour later. Oh yeah, this needs to go back in the fridge. Okay. 1/2 cup of sugar. What in the world? 1 teaspoon of salt, or like a little less. I just don't want that much salt, you know? Okay. And then like a tablespoon of oil. Okay, then we're gonna take this to the KitchenAid mixer. And y'all are actually gonna come on with me. I'm still watching from when I said I subbed. You're welcome for the sub. Sweet, nice. Thank you for still watching. That's cool. Thank you for getting up in those comments and saying something. That's awesome. Okay. So this is the dough hook attachment to the KitchenAid, in case you guys aren't familiar. Throw it on there. And we're gonna crank her up to like halfway or so. All right, bye. Okay. It's all good. All right. Now,
So sorry. These sparkly stickers are perfect for the 50 spots.
now I'm gonna turn the dough pink so that it just looks way cooler like that. And it just fits with the strawberry jam theme. Okay, I have to add a little more flour to that. Oh, it's a little sticky, so I'm gonna add about another 1/4 cup. A little less. Just let that work itself in there. Okay. All right. Get this set back up right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this hook out. Okay, this stuff looks really good. See that? But it's a lot stickier, kind of, than I want. That's okay though. Just kind of makes it hard to work with. But if you're doing this, just kind of pull at it quickly. Don't let your hand sit on the dough for a long time. Just kind of gotta work it towards the edge of the bowl. Kind of pressing it all out, keeping it all stuck together as well as possible. Okay. Finally, just pull it out. Kind of try to keep your hands, like I said, this is what I mean. You kind of gotta play circus monkey with it, or hot potato rather, and just keep it from sticking too long to your hands. And kind of just throw it around like this. Because like if I let this thing sit on my hand, it sticks. Like it sticks really bad. So you don't want that. Obviously, you just want it to stay as a ball. I want it to get as a nice ball with a smooth top. Okay. Hold on, honey. Okay, in this bowl, I threw some of this oil, which I need a little more. Okay. Now, turn that oil around in that bowl a little bit. Like I said, you can't hold this dough for that long. It really starts to stick. Okay. Need a little more. So after that bowl is oiled, I'm going to slam this dough in here face down and then quickly turn it over so that all the sides of it are coated with oil. Like this. Okay. Took a couple tries. We got it. And just kind of give it a little swirl right like that. Yes, dear? Yes, dear? Alright. Give me 1 sec. Yes, dear. Come here. Where's your other cup? Where's your other cup? I'll just get you a clean one. Oh, I had already brought it back in here. I'm gonna need this.
And now we need to catch my cookie. Catch me before I go. Oh no, my cookie, it's gone. Gone. Harvey, you sorry? Wow, Lily, is this all for your Kwanzaa celebration? These are holidays. Hey, okay. Corn and handmade gifts and no. Some things missing. Chuka, especially the oil used for Kwanzaa. See the Antica?
Okay, now. Sorry about that little break.
What can I do? We'll help you, Wayne. We can fix it.
I'm gonna get this towel wet and put this towel on top of it to keep it nice and humid in here. This is gonna help this to proof nice. I'm also going to get a heating pad and throw it on there to help it to fry. Okay. Just going to turn this on low. Okay. Now that's going to take a really long time to rise, so we're just going to let it sit right over there. We're going to come back to these strawberries. We're going to put them in this saucepan. Dropped one. Whatever. Before I throw these on the oven, I'm going to take this masher and I'm just going to mash them up a little. Smash them. And this is really just going to really speed up the cooking process a lot. I'm going to do this several times, but I'm going to do it really gently as to like not scratch the non-stick on this thing. You really shouldn't do something like this and something like this, but I do it. I don't care. Gotta taste the food. Okay, now we're gonna throw this on the oven. Okay, that's on medium heat, and it's just gonna roll for a minute, and this dough is rising. Okay.
Cool. But where's Serafina? Not over here. Over here? There you are, Serafina. You found me. Happy Hanukkah, Jackson. Merry Christmas, Ollie and Tiffany. What brings you to Sculptron? I need a menorah for my Hanukkah celebration. My world. Serafina can't help. Come. Jackson, you, menorah will be one of a kind. Because all right. First, we'll use this squishy clay to make the base of the menorah. Squish the clay with us. Squish. Oh, this makes a wonderful base for our menorah. Now, we glue regular gel.
All right, so now we're gonna make the cream cheese frosting. So we need some butter. And cream cheese frosting, if you've ever made it, or if you're ever going to, you should know that when you add the sugar to the cream cheese, it makes it really runny for some reason. I know there's some scientific explanation. I'm not really sure what it is, but it makes the frosting really runny. So how you avoid that is you mix the powdered sugar with butter first, because when I make cream cheese frosting, I like to make it with a mixture of butter, shortening, cream cheese, and powdered sugar. And then you can also put vanilla extract in there, but I don't really think it's necessary because it just has such good flavor on its own. And I do put a little bit of salt too in there.
Looks nice. Can we add some more color? Maybe some.
So these just came out of the freezer and they're gonna have to thaw. And I'm gonna need some for something else I'm cooking later too. So I'm gonna put out 2 of those.
Any seashells? Love the beach.
This is in the fridge.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Thanks. So colorful. Great. Now I'll glue the icons to the
And then
so the candles stay in place.
this one was just in the fridge, so kind of hard. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave on power level like 1 or 2 for like 1 or 2 minutes.
Beautiful things that my family will love. Thanks. It's all from it. Thanks, Serafina. Thank you for your help, Serafina. Bye-bye. You're welcome. I'm a holiday cookie.
And that'll just help get that soft. Okay. And this is powdered sugar. I have about half a cup in this bag left. Maybe like closer to a cup. I'm just gonna throw this in here. Okay. And then this butter, it's down to 1 minute. I'm gonna just flip it over. So that's like a 1/4 cup of shortening. Not really that much, relatively. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna put some more of this in here, like quite a bit. We're making a decent amount. And I mean, it's frosting after all, it's just mostly sugar. So now, we have to incorporate that butter and shortening all together with that sugar, and that's going to coat the sugar in butter, and then when it's mixed with the cream cheese, it's not going to get as runny as it would have. Okay, so we're just going to take this over here to the mixer. Put the paddle on and just start it on low, otherwise that sugar is going to go everywhere. It still might. Just let that go on low for a while. We just need a lot more sugar. So I'm gonna add a lot more sugar to it. This is gonna really build it up to a nice consistency. Okay, I'm gonna take, oh, I can smell this. Oh yeah, this is cooking nice. Some strawberry jam. All right, that smells really good. I'm just gonna scrape the bowl on this, scrape the edges, get all the sugar incorporated. Also, while I'm doing this, it needs some more sugar, and the way I tell how much sugar it needs is I just look at like the volume of it, and by the time it starts to get like however I like it, however you like frosting to look, just kind of keep adding your frosting or your sugar until you get it as thick as you want it. That's looking pretty good. I'll bring some and show you.
Alright,
Whoops.
I'll put all the corners together to make the pointy part of my favor.
So that's what it's looking like right now. Pretty good, pretty thick, you know. But you got to keep in mind that as the butter in this melts, it's gonna look thinner, obviously, as it gets waterier. Okay, so that actually tastes pretty darn good, I'd say. But I'm gonna put a tiny bit more sugar, and by a tiny bit, I mean a lot. And then some salt. What I do with my salt, oh, it's up here. I keep putting it back in the wrong place. Like half a teaspoon of that, mix it back up. We're trying to work fast here so that the butter doesn't melt on us all the way. Because it's hot today. I don't know about where you're at, but where I'm at, it's like 90 plus degrees today. Hot as balls. Okay, now. Philadelphia cream cheese. I can't open this dang thing. What's going on here? Freaking corners pulled it over on me. Okay. I thought I was... I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Okay, I'm going to take about 2/3 of this. It's just how much I need for how much I have over there. About that much. Just toss it right in there. Turn it back on high. Well, medium, I mean. Let it really whip, incorporate good. That's it. That's the one. Okay. Alright, so this is the frosting. This is what it looks like now. Really good. Okay. What time is it, by the way? 5:12. wrap up the rest of this cream cheese, throw it back in the fridge. Check this. It's looking, ow, 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 ow. And I splashed some out on my foot and it burned the crap out of me. Okay. So we're gonna scrape this paddle off the best we really can. You know, we're not gonna be able to get it all off. And I don't have time to sit around and lick this thing. Otherwise I would, believe me. Okay. But we have it pretty well. Oh my goodness. That stuff is good. I mean really good. Like, oh! Really good. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, piping bag. This is just a clear triangle bag. You can get them at like Walmart in the decorating section. You can actually get like a whole kit. This is the tip I'm gonna use. It just has like some little teeth on it like that. So you just put it in the bag in the end, almost all the way to the end. I'm gonna pinch it back a little bit like this. Cut off that extra plastic. And then pinch that guy through. And really squeeze it till it's nice and like sealed tight against the plastic like that. And then the best way I found to get this stuff in here without making a huge mess, kind of fold the bag back over on itself like this. But yeah, it's hard to explain. Just kind of crumple it down like this so you can still kind of push it out as you're filling it. And another key thing is only do little scoops. At first, when I first started doing this, I tried to take big, massive scoops out and plop them in the bag. That just doesn't work. You're just asking to make a mess. So I just take little scoops like this, stick it in there as cleanly as I can, and then press it against the one finger to kind of get it out. And just kind of shake it down little by little, piece by piece. Step by step, hour by hour, minute by minute. Whatever we gotta do, we're gonna get this frosting in here. Just be careful not to let it like start coming out because that's open, the tip on that end. Just kind of working it down in there. Just keep working it and working it. That stuff's almost done. I don't want it to burn, so I took it off the heat. Try to get as much of this as I possibly can in the bag, but I'll eat the rest of that. Believe that. Don't you think for a second I'm above licking the bowl, because I'm not. And I'm not above that. Okay. Yes, honey. I'm almost done. You've been such a good girl bearing with Daddy doing this. I know. I know. Alright, so this bag is too full. I literally can't like wrap it up or do anything with it until I squeeze some out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna prop it in my fridge up like this. Well, kind of leaned like this so it can't really come out either end. And I'm gonna put it in there with a prayer and hope for the best. That should be alright though. I think it'll be alright. Okay. Set this over here. Okay. Now, check in on this guy. It's rising really slow, so it's gonna take probably some time. I don't know why this is rising so slow. It's rising pretty darn slow, but it is rising. That's all that matters. We're just gonna let it keep doing its thing right there. I'm gonna finish up this jam. So I'm just gonna rinse off my spatula from this. Get this frosting off of it. Turn this heat back on. There, honey, come over here with me for a little bit. Until I finish this. Okay, thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to take 1/2 cup of sugar and I'm going to put it into this jam. Incorporate that into the strawberries. Hey, give me that. Okay, so these need mashed a little bit more. Mashed. I got a lot going on right now. Alright, baby, don't pull that cord. Yeah. Alright. That's mashed. Just let that really cook down. Actually need to turn this down. Low. Okay. Okay, scoot this aside. Alright, this jam is done. It's hard to see. Whatever, you'll see it right now when I pour it out into this. Oh. Alright. taste test this bad boy.
What can we use?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh man, that is good. So now, this needs to cool and thicken up. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Somewhere where it won't spill here. Okay. Okay, one more check in on the dough. It's rising. It's rising. It's rising pretty darn good. It's getting there. So, anyways. Alright, I gotta actually take a break, sign off. I gotta take care of, things around the house. But when this dough is done rising, about 20-30 minutes, I'm gonna come back onto a live and I'll finish it up.